Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Nap Bros. Well, my brother's busy listening to something all
I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay, we're good.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Nap Bros podcast, episode 27. Today, Andrew and I are going to be going through our battle plans for you, just to kind of give you an idea of where we are thinking. And this is actually going to be something that we are going to revisit in like monthly. Basically, it will be a monthly thing. Like every month, we will come back and we will revisit how we are doing in relationship to our battle plans. Talking about our visions of like who we want to be as men, and then we're going to break that down into objectives, 12-week objectives to be specific, focused around four different areas: connection, which is like relationships with other people. Uh, Calibration, which is mainly focused on our minds and our minds, our skills, our in our case, our relationship with God, those types of things. The condition, which is focused around the physical aspects of ourselves, like keeping ourselves healthy, and then the contribution, which is where we are kind of like the work that we're doing or the kind of the goals that we have in the objectives we have in mind for kind of helping out the community or the people that we are around and focused on. And then after that, we will break down our different tactics for handling those objectives. The vision that I've got, or the ideas that I'm looking at, really focus around having like thinking about in the future what I want as far as like being able to spend or like being able to laugh and have fun and thinking about joy in the family that I'm working on creating with my wife, including obviously spending time with my wife and having a joyful time where arguments are not really that prevalent. Actually, I even told my wife this that one of the things that I am aiming for is to make it to where our kids want very much to stay, like want to come home and actually love being at home instead of it being a place where
I definitely enjoyed my schooling and my career. It's always been a focus. Um, I enjoy my kids for the most part. Activities, doing more activities with my kids, more activities playing with my kids, not just sitting around and being around them. And then, of course, health, as far as health goes, what I can do to be more healthy, ways of losing weight. I do enjoy actually working out. Community. I mean, I help my neighbors if they need help, but then, I don't know. What is free time? I need help. My kids need help.
my wife is taking it upon herself to be kind of like one of the leaders for our entire building whenever we get locked down and need to get supplies. And so when we're out and about, I feel like if we're doing something for the community together, it's a together thing. And so for you, maybe spending time with the kids could be around doing something for the community. I don't know about you, but for me, like what I've realized is when I'm helping other people, I generally feel better about myself. Like actually, I think it's also like you say your kids whine all the time. Maybe part of the reason is because all they're focused on is themselves. But if you're helping guide them and focus them on other people and taking care of other people and helping other people, maybe that will create in them this desire not to whine and complain about just random crap that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Actually, another thing about the pull is like I do like as a Christian, I do really need and want to have kind of a deeper relationship with God, along with waking up and being excited about whatever work that I've got. Also, like wanting to be a mentor to like the boys that I'm in charge of, as far as at the school that I teach at, wanting to be a mentor to just young boys. Period. You know, whomever I'm around. And then of course health. Like I definitely need to work on that. Those are kind of the things. Like I want to be healthier. I want to have a better body. I want to and not just to look better for my wife, which is obviously one of the things, but also to feel better. Actually being able to look good naked, I guess you could say. So yeah,
Is that right? Does it
that's the
look
idea.
good naked, I guess?
So
That's hilarious. I definitely felt a lot better when I was exercising and the push part of it, what negative aspects have affected your life. Like, my marriage has been,
yeah,
honestly.
so there's not really a pull to anything as far as your marriage goes.
No, no, it says, what do you enjoy? I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. For me, the poll is not so much focusing on marriage because I don't know, I'm gonna be honest with you, our marriage sucks even to this day.
What I want to do is I want to talk about the objectives.
So objectives, my objectives, the four quadrants. So calibration, I get my certifications for like SolidWorks and AutoCAD, but then also take my FE exam was another one. For connection, honestly, I put on there a date with wife, take the boys out more or less, and then also like I actually went out this past Friday with a friend from school, and we had some
Mm-hmm.
drinks, and I was nice to get out and away, like reconnect with some friends. Conditioning. I was really, something simple, I always got to go to the gym. I was thinking maybe just walk with the kids. I used to walk a lot with the kids back like a
Mm-hmm.
couple years ago. We used to walk up and down the road, and now I've gotten to where I just let them ride their bikes, and I'll just sit there and watch them. But since they enjoy it so much, maybe I'll just start walking with them, like walk a mile up and down the road. They can ride their bikes. I put 5 miles a week, so
5 miles
5 days,
a
walk a
week.
while. Yeah.
Okay.
Another one was I've been trying to intake water a lot more, drinking some tumblers in the morning time and evening time on my way to work, and I'm away from work. Trying to, I'm not saying I'm reducing my coffee intake, but putting water in there too to help flush all that junk out. Let's see, contribution. I did launch a business. Something I was thinking was I need to double my income to make it more profitable. So right now we stand to make about 3 grand, I think. So if we could double that or even triple that to where it pays for the campers themselves for the entire year,
Mm-hmm.
that would make it a lot better. Get it up to 6 or 9 grand, something like that. So ways I'm thinking of doing that as far as check ones. I didn't write them down, but things I'm thinking of is just, women post stuff all the time on Facebook,
Who
so
posts who posts stuff all the time on Facebooks?
yes, my wife decides to post stuff all the time on Facebook. And so, I never really post anything or I never really comment on it. So posting stuff myself, um,
Doubling the money. So your contribution was doubling the money for your business.
right,
Okay.
double income.
You have. Well, I guess there's not really a necessarily. I don't think you necessarily. I mean, that's going to be you on getting the figure figured out. Um,
Well, I
and
know what the
then
figure
so
is, but I need to figure out how to get it doubled.
double.
See if it'll work. Yeah.
Okay. So go back
Um.
and give me your connection objective again. You said like a date with date with your wife,
Yeah.
date every 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah. Then also like plan a trip with the kids to where like we can go somewhere, teaching them something. Like you said, like a community thing too, would be good for them. I did like your idea. That was a good idea.
And then what was your calibration objective? What was it was getting your certificates, right?
Yeah, I kind of pause on that. Like it's May now, and I'm about to have another review in June. I need to go ahead and just plan to take the FE exam. Just study for 3 solid months and just knock it out.
You're trying to do 3 exams
Yeah.
in 90 days.
Yeah. Why not? Sure.
Okay. All right. So the FE exam, the AutoCAD, right?
Okay.
Okay. And what was the other one?
SolidWorks associate.
SolidWorks. That's right. SolidWorks. So you're basically trying to get all three exams in 90 days. So what if your 30-day checkpoint after a month is
I think the one I'm most comfortable with, and I think I might stand a good enough chance to pass is the SolidWorks one.
SolidWorks? Okay.
Um, the second one will
So
be AutoCAD, and then definitely the
AutoCAD.
last one be FE exam.
With calibration, I've got this listed out. Getting all three certificates for AutoCAD, SolidWorks, and your FE exam in 30 days. You need to have SolidWorks. In 60 days, you need to have your AutoCAD, and then in 90 days, you need to have your FE exam. Okay. Now, what are your tactics for being able to do that? What are you going to do every day? And then what are you going to do every week or every 2 weeks or every week or every 2 weeks to be able to work toward that?
So I would say every day I need to spend an hour on training. Every 2 weeks I need to do like one of the practice exams.
What if every week you take a practice exam? Can you do that?
I don't know if there's enough of those, honestly.
Oh, okay. Well, because the reason why I was saying that is because if you do it every 2 weeks, then you're just really getting one practice exam in and then the actual exam.
Maybe I should do it every week. Let's see, next week, week after that. So I get 3 in instead of just 2, and then after that,
Right.
the final. I could do 4. Yeah.
Your connection objective, I think that one needs to be adjusted because all right now what you're talking about is you're talking about weekly trips with kids and a date every 2 weeks with your wife.
Well, no. I said another one was to plan and hang out with my friend more, too. My friends. Like, hang out like every week or something and go out.
Every week, a hangout with friends, a trip with the kids, and a date night with your wife.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of how the objective would be: 12 dates, 12 trips with the kids, and 12 guys night out.
I think with the kids, I need to do like an individual one-on-one with each kid, honestly.
Your 30-day checkpoint is 4 dates, so one trip with a kid, and 4 guy nights. Double that at 60, so you get 8, 2, and 8, and then ultimately get to 12, 3, or 12, 12, 3, and 12.
Right.
So it's a primary tactic, plan, date, trip, guy night. And then your secondary tactic is actually doing it every week. Conditioning.
I would like to lose at least 10 pounds over the next,
90 days.
maybe 20 pounds over the next 90 days, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
How about you do 21 pounds? Because that'll round it out quite nicely.
nah.
Okay. So 6.6667 pounds the first 30-day checkpoint. All right. And so that means 17.333. All right. Or no, I'm sorry,
No.
13.333.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. And then your contribution objective is to double the money. And so we need checkpoints. So if you double
Checkpoints.
the money at 90 days, that means at 30 days you need to have 30% more,
$1,000 more.
33% more.
Right.
And then at 60 days you need 66% more.
Very good. You're getting it.
I will tell you uh my own objectives and stuff like that. Calibration. Gotcha.
Calibration, right? That's
So
what I said.
I'm gonna read through the New Testament in 90 days. So that means finishing from Matthew to Romans or Corinthians in 30 days, and then finishing through Titus in 60 days, and then finishing it out in 90 days. So I need to read. I
Revelation.
actually did write this. My primary tactic: read and listen for 30 minutes a day. And then my secondary tactic would be reading an hour on Saturdays and Sundays. Connection. I will give my wife 45 hours of undivided attention in 90 days. And so obviously the checkpoints is 15
Surely
hours.
you didn't do 45 just to make it easier on yourself.
No, what? No,
30 minutes a
never did.
day.
No, what? don't know what you're talking about.
You're
No,
retarded.
I would never do simple math because I'm an English teacher. Yeah, so 30 days, spend 15 hours with her. 60 days, spend 30 hours with her. And then 90 days is 45. It works perfectly. Yeah, it's crazy. Primary tactic is spending 30 minutes a day. And then even on Saturday and Sunday, actually spending an hour of undivided attention with her. Then the condition objective, I will lose 21 pounds in the next 90 days. Simple math, baby. That's how I roll.
That's stupid.
That's why I was asking. I was like, "Do you want to do 21
What?
pounds?" You're like, "No, I'll do 20." I was like, "All right, you do your weird math." So 30-day checkpoint, 7 pounds lighter. 60-day checkpoint, 14 pounds lighter. Primary tactic is walking for 30 minutes each day, and so this is where like I can combine the connection and can
30
combine
minutes? You're going to walk 30 minutes a day?
30 minutes a day. And then the secondary tactic is to work out for an hour 3 times a week. And then my contribution objective is more based on the podcast, obviously. I will get 100 subscribers in 90 days. I don't know why I didn't do like simple math on this one. Like do like 120. Actually, let's do that. 120. 120 just makes it better.
Or you could do 90.
Follower a day. So 120 subscribers in 90 days for the podcast. So at 30, that is going to be 40. And then at 60, that'll be 80. Primary tactic is to email other podcasters, learn techniques for editing, and also start posting, kind of like doing social media through like doing like Facebook stuff. Also doing maybe not Twitter, but maybe like Instagram, like creating like posting on Instagram, learning how to break up these videos and post them on Instagram and stuff like that. And then my secondary is posting episodes through social media weekly and interacting with subscribers.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna track that, but I'm just gonna ask you every day. But like, how many subscribers?
I mean, it's pretty easy to track. Like, actually I should say 120 subscribers.
No. The subscribers is easy to track. I'm talking about. I don't know how I'm gonna track your video editing skills. Like,
You got to watch the videos in the first place.
I mean, like, does Johnny Depp go back and watch his movies?
Yeah, but he's like the only one that doesn't go back and watch the movies.
I think most everybody doesn't watch their movies.
I don't think so. I think there's a few actors and actresses who do. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this week's podcast, talking about our visions and talking about our objectives. We appreciate you being here. If you're listening on the podcast, please subscribe and leave us a comment or leave us a review. That way we can let the people out in the interwebs know. If you're watching this on YouTube, click subscribe, click the bell, click the like button, and leave us a comment in the section below. Let us know what you think about our objectives and whether you're actually joining in and creating your own objectives. Popping up right now is going to be our video about sovereignty, our list about sovereignty that this will be included in, and also our last video about the battle plan that kind of breaks it down piece by piece. I'm Nick.
I'm Andrew.
And as always,
You have an open invitation to our conversation.